every soul that has ever awakened has gone through a season of collapse. The caterpillar doesn't simply grow wings, it dissolves completely. Inside the cocoon, it melts into formlessness. What it once was must die before what it's meant to be can emerge. And that is the part you don't want to accept when you are tired, when you are scared, and when you have already wished for things to get easier. You want change, but you want it clean. You want healing, but you want it painless. You want to rebuild, but you don't want anything taken down. But you know this already if you have lived long enough. Real transformation rarely happens by decorating an old life. It often happens by stripping away what can no longer carry you forward. It doesn't only add, it also removes. It doesn't only lift, it also empties. And the emptying is what you call breaking. We, in our fear, try to skip the cocoon. We want transformation without surrender, growth without grief, rebirth without dying. We want to keep control and still receive new life. We want to stay the same person and still live a new story. Yet life has never worked that way. A seed does not become a tree by negotiating with the soil. It lets itself be buried. And buried is another word you may hate, but it is also another word for planted. Sometimes the storm comes to tear down what your soul has outgrown. Sometimes the shaking comes because you have been leaning on things that cannot hold you forever. The heartbreak, the failure, the disappointment, the loss, the delay, the closed door, the friendship that changed, the season that ended too early, the dream that didn't happen. Each carries a meaning from eternity saying it's time to return to what is real. And often the real thing is not what you wanted. It is deeper. It is quieter. It is stronger. It is the part of you that still exists when everything else has been stripped away. Wholeness doesn't come from adding more to your life. It comes from letting go of what is false. It comes from releasing the version of you that learned to survive by pretending. It comes from laying down the masks you wore to be accepted, the habits you used to feel safe, and the identities you clung to just to feel like you mattered. You cannot become who you are while still clinging to who you were. Life will keep removing the masks you wear until only truth remains. And that process feels like breaking because it threatens every illusion that kept you comfortable. There is a certain pain that doesn't come to wound you, but to awaken you. It is the kind that interrupts your routine so your heart can feel again. It is the kind that shatters your plans so your soul can breathe again. Maybe you have felt it when someone leaves, or when the path you trusted disappears into fog. Maybe you felt it when you tried your hardest and still failed, and you didn't even know what to blame anymore. It feels like the end, but in a deeper sense, it is the beginning. Because when everything you leaned on falls, you finally learn to stand on something real. And what is real is not your performance, plans, reputation, or not your ability to hold it all together. What is real is the truth inside you. You only discover your unshakable core when everything else has been shaken. You only learn what cannot be stolen when what can be stolen is taken away. When life removes what you thought you needed, it is not always being cruel. Sometimes it is exposing the difference between what you used and what you worshipped. Sometimes it is rescuing you from a dependency you did not even notice, or it is answering a deeper need than the one you spoke out loud. Pain is not the enemy. It is not your ruler, but it can become your teacher. It is the chisel of the divine, shaping you into something more whole, authentic, more alive. Think of how friction sharpens a blade. If you only judge the process by how it feels, you will call it destruction. But if you judge it by what it produces, you will begin to see it differently. Think of how light enters a cracked vessel. Without the break, the light has no way in. That is how grace works. It doesn't avoid the wound. It flows through it. It doesn't pretend you are fine. It meets you where you are. It doesn't shame you for being fragile. It strengthens you in the places you thought were too broken to matter. We spend so much of our lives trying to protect ourselves from breaking. The world teaches you to hold on. The spirit teaches you to let go. One path leads to exhaustion, the other leads to peace. When everything you have depended on begins to fall apart, it is natural to feel afraid. You may think, if I let go, I will lose everything. But if you look closely, you may discover a different truth. Some things you are losing were already draining your life. Some things you are losing were never meant to be permanent. Breaking has a strange kind of beauty. It realigns and remembers what matters. It is the end of pretending and hiding. It is the beginning of honesty and healing. Every ancient tradition has spoken of this mystery. The alchemists called it solve et coagula, to dissolve and then to reform. The mystics called it the dark night of the soul. The psychologists called it individuation. The saints called it surrender. Different words, same truth. The old self must die for the true self to live. And this is a pattern written into life itself. Something must be laid down, something must be released, something must be buried, and then, in time, something rises. Breaking is not an interruption in your journey, it is the journey. The seed must split for the tree to grow. The dawn only comes after the night has done its work. Life has to empty you before it can fill you. And until that happens, you keep mistaking your cage for safety. You keep mistaking your coping for peace. You keep mistaking your busyness for purpose. You keep mistaking your control for protection. Most people fear the void. They fear the silence that follows loss. They fear the stillness after the noise is gone. They fear the moment when there is nothing left to distract them from their own heart. But that silence is where the deepest truth finally becomes audible. In the ruins of what was, there is room for what can be. In the space where your old identity collapses, something honest begins to speak. Here is the hard truth you may need to hear. You cannot be reborn without being undone. The ego wants control, recognition, certainty, and applause. It wants to be safe through possession. It wants to be safe through prediction. It wants to be safe through being admired. But the soul seeks freedom, intimacy, and peace. And freedom only comes when you no longer cling to the walls that confine you. Sometimes the greatest mercy is when life lets those walls collapse, because only then do you realize they were never protecting you. They were limiting you. Breaking teaches you presence. When everything falls apart, you begin to see what remains. You begin to notice what you used to ignore. The air you breathe, the small kindnesses you never appreciated. The sunrise that still arrives, the quiet pulse of life that refuses to give up on you. You begin to notice grace in the smallest things. You start to live not from striving, but from being. Not from proving, but from receiving. And you begin to understand you often rebuild by returning to the simplest place. Back to honesty, stillness, the present moment, the truth you avoided, and back to yourself. The art of becoming whole is not about piecing yourself back together the way you were. It is not about recreating the old version of you and calling it healing. It is about becoming someone entirely new. It is about being formed into someone who can carry joy without idolizing it, carry sorrow without drowning in it, carry success without pride, carry failure without shame, carry change without panic, and carry love without fear. The cracks may remain, but they will no longer define you. Rather, they will illuminate you. Like gold filling the fractures of kintsugi pottery, your wounds become the place where beauty shines through. So if you are in a season of breaking, take heart. You are being remade. You are not losing yourself, but losing what you are not. Let the illusions fall away. Let the fire do its work. Let grace have its way with you. Let what is unstable collapse, so what is real can finally stand. Thanks for watching, and as always, wishing you a beautiful day.